Hi, my name's Katania Curtis, and I did my sports broadcasting analysis on the women's gymnastics all around for 2012 Olympics. The main storyline was what was USA gonna do. The women's all around U.S. hasn't won since 1996, and it was a big deal. Going in, we know the Fab Five, and the two that were entered into the all around were Gabby Douglas and Aly Raisman. And the main topic was what was Gabby Douglas gonna do. In the team sports, she did good, but she didn't stand out as much as they thought she would have, considering she was the underdog. Both Aly and Gabby were both the underdog, but the most talk was done about Gabby Douglas and her, being exceptional on the bars, not so good on the beam, and her floor routine. She was good, but she at some point had too much power, and they wanted to know was she going to be able to contain herself on the floor, and what was she going to bring to the table, and was she going to win? Was she going to win the gold medal? So how did the announcers connect with the audience? Well, first off, they did talk about Gabby tweeting, other members of the gymnastics team tweeting, taking pictures, things that were being talked about Gabby and her hair on Facebook and other social media sites, and the controversy of how she should, present herself being on the floor and representing the U.S. Some other things that were, main storylines that some of the commentators were talking about was the history and the amount of time that it has taken U.S. to get to this platform and present a all-around team where they could possibly win the all-arounds in this Olympic Games. The commentators for that game were Tim Daggett and Andrea Joyce. Now, these two are not fans of they're not favorites of the audience. Granted, they are excellent commentators. They get you involved in the game or whatever is being aired at that time. But their side notes, the grunts and, the side comments, some would think they are not professional, but they get the job done. So they get you involved. They make you want to watch, whether it's you want to watch because you can't stand some of the stuff that they're saying and you're eager to hear what they're going to say next, or you want to watch because they get you involved, like the hype is there. You want to know what's going to happen next. The tone, the sound, the presentation of their voice, and the things that they're talking about. What were some of the stories that were developing during this particular game was the women's beach volleyball. May and Jennings, they had just won their second game and they were entering into the semifinals. And with that being said, they were going for their third Olympic gold medal. It has never been done before, and the U.S. was eager to see could it be done again. So with the insight on that game and what Gabby Douglas was going to do and Aly Raisman, the U.S. was excited and waiting to see what was going to happen next. At the time, Gabby Douglas, during those story developments that were going on, Gabby had just completed her bar routine, an uneven bar routine, and it was exceptional. She did absolutely wonderful. Her turns, her transitions were just amazing. What were some of the social media coverage? Some of the social media coverage consists of, fans tweeting, Facebook. NBC had a lot of stuff going on their website because they were the host of the Olympics. So they had a lot of stuff going on. How was it integrated into the broadcasting? During commercials, AT&T, which was a big one, they had a lot of their gadgets introduced into the Olympics. One of the commercials consists of a swim meet. Michael Phelps had just beat a time, and it had a little kid out to the pool, watching that time and seeing what was that time he had to get to, make it to the Olympics to get that start. So those were some of the things that were introduced during the broadcasting, and those were via, internet, social media, and some things that could be used, during the games. my general observation of the entire Olympics, well, women's all around gymnastics, it was a great thing to watch. I was eager to watch it all. I watched it from beginning to end. I was absolutely pleased with the way the women presented themselves. Granted, there was a lot of pressure going for these young ladies, and I felt that they held up very well. The commentators did a wonderful job. I know a lot of people may not agree, but we have to look at it as personality. These people, they do what you want them to do. The ratings aren't there because they're bad. The ratings are there because they're doing something to keep you involved. It's making you want to watch them, whether it's good or bad. You can't turn the TV. So in overall, this was my sports analysis on the women's gymnastics team all around for 2012.